Welcome back to Dallas, Texas. My name is Eugene Gonzalez, a top 1% Dallas Realtor, and your host of the American Dream Dallas Edition. Dallas is the heartbeat of Texas. Across Dallas, there are organizations whose sole mission is to protect the homes, craftsmanship, and character that define this city. Groups like Heritage Oak Cliff and Preservation Dallas. And alongside them are the incredible contractors and builders like Southpaw Trading Company. One of the ways we celebrate that here in Oak Cliff is through the annual Heritage Oak Cliff Fall Home Tour, where preservation meets community. We've got 2 interviews at 2 very special properties featured on this year's tour. Tucked behind an elegant iron gate in the heart of Lake Cliff's historic district, this 1920s home is so unique it showcases 2 architectural styles, prairie style and arts and crafts style, hardwood floors, intricate trim, original painted canvas wall treatments, and period lighting. Every detail tells the story of its era. The grand room centers on a stone surround fireplace with emerald tile, while French doors open to the skyline views that will remind us why preserving history matters here. All right, thanks so much, Ryan, for chatting with us today. I really appreciate you doing that. So tell me, how did the Heritage Oak Cliff Fall Home Tour get started?
So the organization's been around for about 50 years now, and it started really to help save the Winnetka Heights neighborhood from the blight and issues that were going on. And since then, it has turned into this big event each year.
We're really about community here in Oak Cliff. What do you think about the tour that brings the community together?
I think the big part of it is where Heritage Oak Cliff is very big on the preservation of what makes Oak Cliff special, that people love this tour just because it really is a time where homeowners are at their homes. The people who come to the tour get to interact with the homeowners, what they've done to the home, they get to learn the history of the home too, and it really is a community building time.
How do you think that preservation plays into a really fastly growing Dallas?
There are more conservation districts and historic districts in the Oak Cliff area than anywhere in the Dallas area. So being able to set standards of what is saved while the city can still grow is important. The conservation districts and organizations like Heritage Oak Cliff help make sure that history is saved.
Nestled on a quiet cul-de-sac overlooking Stevens Park Golf Course, this Charles Dilbeck design was meticulously restored by Luis Carrillo and the team at Southpaw Trading Co. The current owners preserved what was irreplaceable, the original hardwoods and both fireplaces. Walls were open to create light-filled flow from the living to the kitchen, where brass accents and textured tile now meet Dilbeck's timeless craftsmanship. It's a perfect example how preservation and modern living can coexist beautifully in Dallas. Hey, Luis, thanks so much for having us today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having a chat with us. So what drew you to restoring Oak Cliff homes?
So it's been a combination and catch-22 because a lot of these houses were neglected for so long, and it just was about the right opportunity with the right client. So we found that, for example, Kensington sat on the market for like 7 or 8 months because no one wanted to do the work. It felt like a daunting task. So I think with historic homes, you have to find the right client and the right team, architecture and design, to have that vision.
What in particular do you think that any person that's coming through the tour should really pay attention to here?
So for this house, some of the highlights really, in my opinion, are the hardwoods are all original, and all the woodwork, millwork, so that's trim, it was all recreated to remain in the same time frame that it was built, but it's all new. So that's where a lot of our efforts went into on the design and build side, is to make sure we maintained as much detail that this house deserves from the early stages of when it was truly built.
Preservation is what keeps Dallas authentic. Because in Dallas, we don't just build new, we preserve what matters. I'm Eugene Gonzalez, a top 1% Dallas Realtor, and this is the American Dream Dallas Edition. We'll catch you next time.